All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. All right, this is going to be a video now. What you basically dealing with this whole OnlyFans, all right, pages that is pretty much damn near everywhere you go. There's some OnlyFans this, OnlyFans that, with women just completely exposing themselves, all right, for money. Okay, which is a lot of it are Israelite women, and it's very shameful. Okay, it's a very shameful thing to see that, but it's something that's promoted because you have these dudes out here who are just I mean our generation is just completely gone. All right, completely gone, man. Now, what you're seeing here is an image, three different images. All right, it's from the book Manners and Customs of Bible Times by Ralph Gower, the priest shaman. All right, his GMS, his YouTube handler is GMS Bread and Olive. He basically mentioned it in one of his videos. All right, which is it's a good recommendation. It's a good book. So I went and got it to see what it's like. And going into the clothing section, all right, in the ancient world, as you can see, in this picture here, it tells you, all right, it says a peasant woman in the foreground. Notice her simple leather sandals, and a wealthy woman. Both women have their heads covered. All right, now if you notice, because when you read it, it'll tell you that often, or really, the women's garments came down to their ankles. All right, with the men, sometimes it will come down to knee length, because men basically would need to move around more, but also it was also a separation, so you could tell the distinction. You know, now as you can see, all right, she's covered all the way down, and she's supposed to be a peasant woman. Okay, you have different layers of fabric. Then you have the rich woman here. So they're not wearing fitted clothing. They're not wearing tight yoga pants and spandex, and freaking bodysuits, with their asses all out, all right, or transparent, freaking I don't even know what people wear nowadays, all right. And here you can see is a wealthy man, all right, and his woman right here, all right, also covered up, okay, modestly. This is also an example of just like a low class woman, but even still, she's covered up. All right, and this is from dealing with our people, man. Okay, so to go from this to freaking man, whatever you see nowadays, to the fact now they're on some OnlyFans, you know, where they're literally charging people, all right, and women are just straight up exposing their bodies, man. You know, and half of these women have men, you know, but they're exposing their bodies. So what is that leading to? That is leading to people committing adultery in their hearts. Because now, let's say you may even work with the chick, and then you come across her OnlyFans page, and now you're looking at it, and you're looking at her type of way, thinking certain things about her while you at work, okay, and she got a man, and that's wicked, man. That's wicked because that's causing, all right, Israel to go off. All right, number one, a woman shouldn't be exposing herself like that. And number two, now if you dealing with your own woman, that's a different story. But you lusting after another man's woman, now you're going off. Okay, but that's the lowness. All right, that our people have come to, man. From princesses and princes, all right, and sons of the power. Okay, what image does this put out there of our power, of our Father? You know, and this is why the Lord is gonna have to discipline 2/3 of our people, because now you're tainting His name. You're putting a bad image out there. Because if in a society with people with common sense, all right, if they see some such and such's daughter, being a harlot and doing all this and bringing a bad reputation, that would bring a bad name to her father. That would bring a bad name to their house. Okay, and instead they would look at the father as if he didn't raise her correctly. Okay, and it would be a shame and a reproachful thing to him. So when you are doing that, being a Israelite, all right, being a child of God, guess what? You're now bringing a bad name. You're bringing a shame to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So what does he have to do? He has to punish you in the sight of the nations. All right. He has to destroy a lot of you. Okay. Now this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 16. We're going to start off with this. It says, moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes. All right. And when you look up wanton eyes, it talks about, it says oogling, all right, which is basically, lustful eyes. It says walking and mincing as they go, making a tinkling with their feet, all right. And that spirit is gotten much, much worse now in 2020, all right. I mean, it's just our women are basically, hey, you find an average woman that's the equivalent of an ancient world whore. Okay, matter of fact, the harlots in the ancient world were more modest than the so-called average regular women walking around today. All right, now you have it's given. All right, we're living under different conditions. Okay, and it's not every single individual woman that's like that. Okay, but I'm referring on to the bulk, all right, of the wicked women that are out here doing these things, man. That is not a good thing, man. I mean, what kind of dude would want to look at that and say, you know what happens when the reason dudes look at that and they make the girl feel as though she's some goddess or something is through lust. All right, it's not through love, it's through lust. Dudes ain't gonna want to marry you when you've exposed your body to the whole entire world. Okay, what's special about you? You know, everybody's seeing what you got. So you know what I'm saying. But hey, you have simple-minded individuals out here who shit. I wifed that up, but what you know what I'm saying. Jake have lost the mentality of what it was like to actually be an Israelite. You know, you didn't just take a wife just because I'm just trying to hit it and quit it. It was, as the scriptures say, he that getteth a wife beginneth for possession. It was a business. You had to think about what kind of mother she would be, what kind of wife she would be, what kind of asset she would be to the business of the family. Okay. Now moving on, this is the book of Titus, and this is not going to be a long video. Just quick to the point. This is Titus 2:3. It says, the aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness. All right, meaning separate and sanctified. But you see, the problem is a lot of these aged women, when they were young, they were hoes and harlots. They grew up with that spirit and they taught it to their youngins, and their children, and they raised their children up in that spirit. And they promoted it and they egged them on. Here it is, you got mothers and daughters on some acting like they're best friends, hoeing around at the same time, setting a bad example for their little ones, instead of being holy and separate and teaching them the right thing to do as an aged woman. It says, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things. Verse 4, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands and to love their children. But are they doing that today? No. They teaching them to hate their husbands. All right. They teaching them to go out there and get drunk, to go and be a hoe, to go and have fun. All right. Nasty 19 or whatever they call it. Going to the clubs and all these things. All right. Are they teaching them to love their husbands? No, they telling them niggas ain't shit. I mean, given that a lot of these men are just, completely finished anyway. All right. But nonetheless, the advice, all right, that the older women are supposed to teach the young is not there. They're teaching them, they're grooming them to be hoes. Okay. It says to love their children. Hell no. All right. And it shows you how we've done a complete 180. Because this was a part of our heritage. It was normal. It was the regular, how a household, a normal Israelite household would look like. So if you were to take somebody from the ancient world and you were to bring them to this modern world today, they would pass out. They would lose it. They wouldn't be able to recognize these people as Israelites. They think you of another nation, of a heathen nation. You know, they look at you, oh yeah, that's what the heathens do. Till you tell them, no, that's Israel. You know, and they would lose it, man, completely. Verse 5 says, to be discreet, chaste. Now, are they being discreet and chaste? No. They're going around dressing promiscuously, dressing provocatively, dressing in a way to where they can catch the eyes of everybody in the whole world. That's not being discreet. You calling attention to yourself, you know, also based on how you carry yourself. Okay, if you out here on OnlyFans in freaking bikinis and basically damn near naked, some of them are just completely naked. Okay, that's not being discreet. Now you out there, man. Okay, and that's not becoming of a daughter of Zion. That's not becoming of an Israelite woman. So guess what? You're gonna have a lot of these women that are also gonna be put to death, and they're also gonna be judged for that, amongst many other things. It says chaste, all right, keepers at home. But you see more of them out, all right, than never before, man. Clubs, women, you know, streets, women, everywhere. Okay, they're everywhere, man. Completely out of order. It says good, obedient to their husbands, man. You you say that, they'll burn your Bible. You know what I'm saying? They'll burn it. They'll rip the pages out. They'll curse you out. They'll burn it. But that's because over time, all right, being that Esau's in rulership and he's put his wicked, chaotic vibration on the earth, a lot of these women have gotten comfortable. So much so, all right, that they've lost the sense of fear that they had, all right, in the beginning. Now, when all hell breaks loose, the Lord is going to remind them perfectly, okay, what level they're on. All right, the Lord is going to allow nature to take its course, and they will naturally fall right in line to and realize what level they were on. They're going to realize they had a false sense of security. All right, they had a false sense of authority that was given to them by the serpent. But in actual reality, in nature, that is not their place. So when the time comes, that's why you're going to have Isaiah 4:1. That's why they're going to want to be obedient. That's why they're going to want to be called by your name so you could take away their reproach. They're not going to want to lead. They're not going to want to be in the driver's seat because instinctively they're going to be scared. Okay? They're going to want to have a husband that they can be obedient to. One that can protect them and provide for them and feed them and take care of them and so on and so forth. Right now, oh, I can take care of myself, equal opportunity, right? In nature, it's not like that. In nature, it's not equal opportunity. All right? In nature, you got to use what you've been given, all right, to survive. That's where you get the term survival of the fittest. It says, keepers at home, oh, I read that, obedient to their husbands, that the word of the Most High be not blasphemed. So if they're not doing these things, what are they doing? Okay? What are they doing? All right? And like I said, it's really the whole nation. All right? If the Lord was to take out the elect, there would be no such thing as Israel. All right? To be a natural Israelite it would cease. The nations would succeed at cutting us off from being a nation. All right? Because right now, the bulk of our people are just a bunch of animals, beasts. All right? As it says in the book of Peter, brute beasts. All right? Natural, brute beasts. And it's getting annoying. Everywhere you go, freaking people promoting this. OnlyFans here. Only this here. Do this here. You know? It's like, damn, bro. But then again, it goes to show you that things are getting so bad, people are losing their jobs, but this is what they're resorting to. That's gonna put you in a much worse situation. You think you gonna, man, you know what that's gonna do, man? People gonna recognize you, and when all hell breaks loose, let them catch you in the streets, man. They already gonna know what you're hiding under whatever clothes you're wearing. All right? You don't know how many different people have lusted and whatever they've done while looking at your videos and so on and so forth. Guess what? A lot of these people ain't gonna leave it at that. All right? You're gonna have them super creeps who are gonna be waiting for the perfect opportunity. they're going to say, nah, I want her. I want her. And when the time is right, when all hell breaks loose and they man, let the Lord have you come across one of them, it's gonna be Diego's night, like from the Purge. All right. Now this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 32, verse 9. It says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease." And the reason they're doing all this is because they're at ease. All right. But guess what? Money, as the scriptures say, the love of money, all right, is the root of all evil, man. You would go to extreme extents, extreme lengths, oftentimes go into wicked lengths just to gain that money, because it's the love that you have for it that drives you to do these acts to gain that money. Same thing with coveting. All right, somebody can covet something that belongs to somebody else so much, and their desire for it is so overpowering that they're willing to kill somebody for it. And these women's desire for money is so overpowering that they're willing to expose everything they got just so people could, for what? FRNs? All right, FRNs. It's not going to deliver you from Jacob's trouble. The scriptures tell you in Proverbs 11. Let's get that real quick. All right, Proverbs chapter 11, verse 4. It says, "Riches profit not in the day of wrath." So you angered the Lord. All right, you basically just threw your whole self out there for riches that aren't going to profit you in the day of wrath. It says, "But righteousness delivereth from death." But you sold out your righteousness for riches. Come to find out, it's not going to benefit you much longer. You may be able to get little things here and there, yeah, da. You're quote unquote happy living the Babylonian life, but this shows you how much Babylon has truly destroyed our people, man. You're doing this, yeah, you posing this way, legs up in the air, ass up in the air, man. Most High is about to bring some heavy judgment upon this place. It's a complete the world it's a complete whorehouse, man. Everything here in Babylon is over sexualized. Everything is about sex. I'm trying to hit this. Oh, this girl this. Oh, this guy this. And this. That's all people think about. And Esau Edom has pushed the vibration of just complete perverseness, adultery, lust, in a negative sense. Okay, and it is overtaking our people so much that is how they build their whole life. Their whole life is built upon that. You got somebody that spends his whole life trying to find out how to TYB, how to take another man's woman from him. How wicked is that? You hear it in the music, I like you. I don't give a F if she's your boyfriend, whatever. I don't care about your boyfriend. What is that about? Man, the Most High. Look, man, we need Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai to bring that judgment, man. All right, Jacob's trouble. That's gonna be the moral reset of the world. To switch the morality from this perverse, wicked, adulterous mindset. All right, back to how it's supposed to be, back to righteousness, man. It's getting out of hand. It's completely out of hand. Okay, completely out of hand. And if you say something, you ridicule. You say something, you the boogeyman. But if you look at the world, you can't even recognize it. Okay, things that would be looked at as completely crazy have been normalized. It's normal now. And when you sit back and really think about how they're normalizing certain things and how fast it's going, I mean, you sit back and you're like, damn, what the hell happened to the world? What the hell happened to the world, man? Like, the shit is totally gone. And that's why it needs to be purified by fire, man. Okay? If not, this place is done. Verse 10, it says, "Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail and the gathering shall not come." And guess what? The Lord didn't forget about you. Yeah, men, Lord is sends out judgment, and mainly we thinking about dudes and stuff. But the Lord didn't forget about you women. Don't think I'm talking about you wicked woman. Don't think you could just hide in the background and continue to do your wickedness, but the wickedness of men far surpasses the wickedness of women. So boom, right? No, the Most High gonna get you too. Ezekiel chapter 9 verse 5. He tells you who's gonna get the work, man. Men, women, children, old ladies, pregnant. It don't matter who you are, man. Verse 11, it says, "Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones." All right, and they are careless. All right, and they're at ease. When you go 4 to 5 days without eating, I guarantee you, you're not gonna be thinking about. You ain't gonna be thinking about OnlyFans. Okay, you ain't gonna be thinking about that. When troops are knocking on your door and they ripping your clothes off and they about to have their way with you, okay, you ain't gonna want to have your clothes off then. Okay, when it's dangerous out here in these streets, you ain't gonna be talking to people recklessly. All right, reality's about to set in, man. Reality's about to kick in, and a lot of women have really made themselves a target in society. With the pride and the haughtiness, they've really made themselves a target in society. And the Lord is about to bring a great humbling upon this world. So it says, "And gird sackcloth upon your loins." All right, now sackcloth is basically made of a rough, coarse material. Okay, so when people wore sackcloth, it would cause skin irritation. All right, and that's why sackcloth was worn as a in a time of mourning. All right, or affliction. Okay, in the time of repentance, because it actually physically afflicted your body. Okay, it wasn't just, oh, we just wear it for no reason. No. Okay, verse 12: "They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine." Okay, and guess what, man? All the things that you had pleasure in, because a lot of these people take pleasure in wickedness. The Lord is about to do away with all of that completely, and you're gonna be sober to witness it all. You're gonna be sober to go through it all, man. And Babylon will not save you. Okay. Now, in closing, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 17, verse 17. It says, "And Yahushua answered and said, O faithless and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I suffer you? Bring him thither to me." But the point here is he called this basically a faithless and perverse generation. Now, that same generation back then is here today. And when you go into the word perverse, all right, it says to distort, to turn aside, to oppose, to plot against the saving purposes and plans of the Most High, to turn aside from the right path, to pervert, to corrupt. And that's exactly, and he said that then, so how much more now? All right, society has been corrupted, man. The world has been corrupted under the rulership of this damn devil, man. Okay, but this whole OnlyFans, this and only is completely out of order, man. Okay, out here posting, for what? For what? For money? Man, this place is done, man. All right, there's no hope. There is no hope for Babylon, and we can't wait for the Lord to unleash all hell upon this place, man. All right, so with that, I hope you were edified. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachah Kodash. Until next time, Shalom.